Proverbs 28, verse 1. The righteous are as bold as lions. See, that's what living big is all about. Living bold in God. And see, now, as a righteous person, you have the right, the privilege, the unmitigated gall to live big. You have the right to be bold. And what we're finding is a whole lot of young people are being bold, but they're being bold for the wrong reasons. They're being bold in their fashion. They're being bold in their rebellion. They're being bold at school, but they're not being bold in God. So now we're about to flip that, turn it all the way upside down, and let this world know that there is a generation of young people out there who decided to live big. Let's live big, y'all. Man, your boy is living big. I got a big house, and I got big cars. I got big money, but I got big scars. I got big war stories that made my life real hard, but I overcame all of it because I serve a big God.
Man, my life is big. I'm talking gargantuan, huge. Seeking God daily, His name is my refuge.
Life without God, man, I refuse. Shouting on rooftops, tired of being a recluse.
I live big because I live an intentional life. And what an intentional life means is that I'm living so bold for God that it shows in other people's lives. Like someone will see something on me that I'm living for God, and they might want to come out and check out why I'm so different than another person. And that's like how I witness to people. Another way that I live bold in God is through vision, and I think vision is a very important part of living big, because if you don't have a vision, there's no plan, there's really nothing you can do to move forward in your life. And life without vision, vision is just dead. And so with vision comes a plan. You have to have some kind of scheme that you're gonna act out and live out in your life, and make sure that you have that plan in God. So it's living big.
Man, I live a massive life. It is so cool to be a lame, but I'm Romans 1:16. That's right, unashamed.
I say a way that now I live big is that I finally got a plan in my life. Like I finally know what it is that I want to do, and it's like God showed me. Not only with music, but just other things like wanting to play this like a producer, filmmaker, other stuff like that. But God has really showed me my gift, and not only has He shown me that, but He's also given me a plan of how, like a background from the start.
My job is to make God bigger and to honor His name, and to ensure that my big life proclaims His fame.
I plan to live big when I go to college. Arkansas Tech University.
Man, my life is big. I stand out like a sore thumb.
He being a sore thumb for real. He being a sore
I'ma stick
thumb.
out like a sore thumb.
He already doing it.
Cause I'ma live big. I'ma live big. For the Lord, part 2. Hey, bold and God. Hey, see, that's what's wrong with the world. See, they ain't bold. Come on now. They ain't bold, but you gotta take the Lord outside of the church. Hey, take him outside of the church. Woo! Hey, I got some witnesses. Hey.
Living a bold in God life while still having fun.
Living big. Been living big the majority of my life. I was raised in the church. Every morning I woke up, gospel on the radio, church every Wednesday, church every Sunday. Just never really missed a day unless something really had happened. And I went through a phase. I'm 18, graduated high school now, and I went through a phase towards the end of my high school years where I really battled with living big for Jesus, because I did it all my life. Having a Bible study at school, just being a Christian rapper, just being that Christian church boy, all my life. I towards the end of my high school years, I didn't really like that, and so I would do things to make me the opposite of that church boy, the heathen boy, the wrong boy, But then, being inspired by my youth pastor, he continued to motivate me, and encourage me, that to not care about what people think, that just to be me, just period, just to live for Jesus. Yeah, you might have your struggles and your battles, but you can still live for him. And so, I continue to do that, as an artist, emotions expressing my emotions, in a godly way, knowing that habits have it, that what you do, it affects you. It affects you now and it affects your future, so I just began to live big and make it an actual lifestyle, not caring what nobody else thinks.
I live big for the Lord through mainly my music. I just love music. I grew up on music in the church, grew up on the drums, and live big.
Come on, live big. Enjoy being a misfit with me. Walk in big freedom. That's right, liberty.
Now you're getting twisted. My life ain't big because of things.
I live big in college and in neighbor ROTC. Go Jesus.
I remember being in college and struggling with my self-esteem and trying to figure out how can I live this life bold in God. And I'll never forget, I went to college at ORU and they had this revival by this group called Souls of Fire, which is a singing group at ORU. And during this revival, the Spirit of God got real high in the service. And there was a part where the preacher said, if you want something from God that you never got before, you got to do something that you never done. And so one of my friends, he was in front of me, we were on the altar praising God, and he said, you know what? And he decided to do a cartwheel. And I was like, man, you know what? I can't do a cartwheel, I can't jump, I can't dance, but I do know what I can do to live bold for God. So I decided to just start running. Now you gotta understand, where I was running is at this place called Christ Chapel. And Christ Chapel seats 5,000 people, right? And so I'm running around the church saying, yeah, I'm living for God, praising God with reckless abandon. The first time in my life where I just had an uninhibited praise for the Lord Jesus Christ. And man, after a while of running around, your boy got tired. And so I fell out. And so my friends came around and they thought I was slain in the spirit when I was really just tired from running around all that time. But that was my first time in my life where I decided to live big.
I am bold in God because I serve the King of Kings. Jesus, he's the one that made me bold.
I'm bold in God by being a light to others. I think that's very important, especially with young people my age, of encouraging others that are my age or even younger. I struggled with listening to what everybody had to say about me, or whether you're doing good or bad, somebody's gonna say something. So you might as well do good. I chose to do the right thing by living for God.
Softened me up when my heart waxed cold. Shaped me, made me, saved my soul.
I don't really know where to start, but I was raised as a Christian, of course, but I didn't really go through much until I was older, and just how amazing God is just dumbfounds me, just how his unfailing love prevails through everything I've been through, no matter if I'm giving him enough time or not, which you should, but sometimes you slack, and he's still right there to catch you when you fall, or comfort you, or just hold your hand, or just to hold you, when you need that person, whether you have a person on earth like that or not. But me personally, sometimes there's not a person on earth for me there, and God has just been all I've needed and more.
Now I can go through life embracing a new role, and that's to live big. That's right, bold in God.
I live big, bold in God because of my drive and my ambition. Because I believe in God to do exceedingly abundantly above my wildest dreams. I am the first in my family to graduate from a 4-year university. Shout out to the University of Alabama, Roll Tide. And I've landed so many dream jobs that people would, work so hard for, with Alltel, CBS, even BET. And now I'm in training for Dealers Corporation downtown in Little Rock because I want to be home with my family and my church. So that's how I live big. I live big and I go hard. Turn up.
I'm Chase G and I live big for God.
I'm Lady T and I live big.
I'm Sound Action and I live big.
I'm Summer and I live big.
I'm Jabal Payne, I live big.
Town Court, I live big.
I'm DeJuan and I live big.
My name is Alex, but you can call me Al in the Pub, and I live big.
I'm PK and I live big.
I'm Elena and I live big.